Let's find out how to look for a book in our school library. The first thing we need to do is get to the library webpage, and we need to go to the school webpage in order to do that. You can type in the school web address, which is bergman.k12.ar.us. That's a lot to remember, so I'm just going to Google Bergman School. That's a lot easier for me to remember. And when I Google Bergman School, this is what pops up. I can click on the high school tab right here, but I'm going to go ahead and click on the home tab. Either one will get you there. When I get to the home tab, then I'm going to click on the high school tab, which is right in the middle. When I click on the high school tab, I'm shown a list of pages that the high school tab will link to. And if I scroll down with that, I find the library resources link. I click on that. That will take me to the media center. So I can click on that. And this gives me a list of links that are under the Media Center. I want to go to the Educational Websites link. These links are listed right here on the left-hand side. They are also listed down here on the bottom. It doesn't matter where you click on them, but I'm just going to go right here because it's showing, and click on the Educational Websites. On this page, I see Renaissance Place, which is where we take AR tests. There's an AR Book Finder link, Destiny Online Catalog, and Renaissance Home Connect. Since I am looking for a book, I'm going to go to the Destiny Online Catalog. This lists the 3 libraries that we have in the Bergman School District, but I'm going to go to the High School tab because that's the library I want to look in. When I do that, I come here to the Follett search page. On this page, I can look for books under the keyword, under a title, author, subject, and then also if that book is part of a series, I can search under this button here. I want to look for a book today that a friend of mine has recommended, and all I know about it is that it has something to do with Alaska, and it was written by John Green. But I'm just going to type in Alaska to do a search. I can click on the keyword, and if the book in the library has something to do with Alaska, the word is in there somewhere, it's going to show up under this keyword search. When I do this, there are 19 titles that show up. Some of these titles are nonfiction titles, such as this first one. The second one, I come on down, and it is a fiction book. If I hover over the title, I can click on it, and it will give me some information about it. It gives me some other keywords that are there. It tells me that there is 1 copy of one available. It tells me that there are no off-site copies of this title. That tells me that there is not an ebook available for this one. I can scroll down, and I can find the publication information as well as any additional information that may be attached to this book. Scroll back up and return to my search results. I can see all of the books that have Alaska as a keyword, and there are 19 of those. If I go back to the library search, again type in Alaska, and this time I'm going to do a subject search. This will be for books about Alaska. So I type the subject, and I come in with 13 books. That's 6 books less than what I had under the keyword search. Again, I have nonfiction books, and I have some fiction books, and they're all there. Returning to my search one more time, since I know that the book has Alaska in the title, I can type in Alaska, and I can click on the title tab, and that tells me that there are 3 books in our library that have Alaska in the title. One more way to search for a book here is by the author, and as I said, I know the author was John Green, so I can type in John Green and look for author. And when I do that, 4 books show up, and I see that there is one here called Looking for Alaska, and that is the book I want. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to add this book to a list. Even though there's not one available, I can go ahead and add it to a list, and then I can look at my list to see what I want. Another way to search books here is to go over here to Destiny Quest. I can click on Destiny Quest, and I have another way to search. There is a search bar up at the top, so I can click there and I can type in Alaska and click go or hit enter, either one, and I get those 19 books. It shows me 10 at a time, so if I click the next button, it will show me the rest of the 19. I can also come up here and I can search for John Green. When I search for John Green, if you'll remember, we found 4 books a while ago, but this time it pops up with 6 books. These books are not only by John Green, but they have Green in them. So I can come over here to author to narrow my search by the author, and I can find John Green, and that gives me my 4 books again. Now it shows this one is in my list because it is the Looking for Alaska, the one I added to my list a while ago. If I close that out and click back here on Destiny Quest and go to the main page of Destiny Quest, this spot here tells me the top 10 books that are checked out of this library. This is kind of a little misleading because some of our classroom textbooks are also checked out of this library. So this top 10 list is made up of textbooks as well as calculators, which are also checked out. Because whole classes and whole grades check out these books every year, these textbooks are what show up in our top 10 books. If I go here to Resource Lists and I click on my list shows up here. Because I'm signed in as a guest, this list is going to go away when I log out, but I could log in as myself and I could keep a running list of my book. Also on this page we can see a list of new arrivals. These are new books to the library. It will give the name of the book. You can come over here and find some information out. It gives another summary, publication date. It also will tell other books that you might possibly be interested in that are similar to these books. So that's kind of a neat feature there. But it will give you the top 15 new arrivals in the library. If you just click the next tab, it will take you to the top 15. So that is how to find a book in our library. I hope you find what you're looking for, and if not, please come and see me.